What's going on, y'all? This is Q Ortiz, your local San Diego massage therapist, musician, and artist. And thank you for being here. Thank you. Today, I wanted to hop on and speak about transfers and sample packs from these different screen print transfer or heat transfer companies. Now, I know if you're into heat pressing or looking into making your own t-shirts or apparel or bags or whatever, you have been seeing a lot of these different companies and their screen print transfers circulating around on different channels. So I'm another voice. Just for me, I'm completely new to this game, but I felt it would be awesome to record my process of getting into it and giving you insight of my thought process regarding why I picked certain things and moved about how I did. Now, I could get deeper into the story of my progression, where I started with print on demand using my artwork, my hand drawn artwork. I just do this real quick because this video isn't about this, but it's just the process was I did my piece, right? I was doing my art and I wanted to put it on clothing, and I was able to do the print on demand. But then I noticed, and I spoke about this a little bit in the last video, but I noticed I didn't have that much control over it. So if someone was to order, I didn't know when it would ship or the quality of how it would ship. I definitely ordered my own to see how it came to me. So I did get a sense of the feel, but in general, it's just, yeah, it was out of my hands from the manufacturing of it to then sending it to the customer. So anyway, over this process, like running into an issue with the print on demand, I ended up going the route of like coming into a heat press. I'll show my unboxing of that and my first press. It was a process just going through it, but in that acquiring the heat press and watching a ton of YouTube videos, I was able to get more insight on how I could make this work and how I could test things out. So what I introed this video with was the sample packs, and I'd say some things to look out for with them is, one, get information, know what the transfers are. So whether it is screen print transfers or it's direct to film, those are good things to take note of, just so you can understand for yourself what the process is, and you can also test out the different quality. Now, this may vary based on your location, depending on, and what I'm talking about, what will vary is potentially the shipping speed at which you get your items from these different companies. Now, for me, I wanted to test out the companies that people were raving about. So I ordered from SupaColor, I ordered from Transfer Express, Stahl's Transfer Express, I ordered from Howard Custom Transfers, TKO Sales, and Top Transfers. So those were just the top screen print transfers or transfer companies that I've seen circulating around. I didn't actually see Howard. I found them on Google, but it seemed pretty good, decent, so I felt to try them out as well. Now, a couple of things to know, and I think they had a free I think they were sending them for free. I believe so. And that's why I just figured, why not just test them out if they're sending free samples. So, couple things to note is that SupaColor and the Stahl's Transfer Express and then Howard were free. So that was a huge plus, just being able to see, okay, well, they'll just let me try out their product, and then I get to, for me, because I'm new, I actually get to test using the heat press with the transfer and just see like what that feels like without actually ordering something or spending money, like extra money on another thing to press. So that was one plus for me. TKO and Top transfers charge for shipping. So TKO is $3. The Top transfer was $5. Now, getting into it, that's one piece of criteria that I used automatically. Just right, I'm basing it off of first impressions. I go on these different sites. Hey, we'll send you free samples. Cool. Now I get to test out your product, see how it is. But then the reason why I ended up purchasing the shipping for Top transfers and TKO was because I still wanted to have options and understand what those companies' quality, I wanted to understand how their quality was as well. Especially being a popular company. Both of them I've been hearing about, more TKO than Top transfers. But just if, say, another company failed me or just something was off on one of the other companies, I would at least have a sense of how the quality is of these other companies. So that's why I chose to at least invest that $8 into the TKO and the Top transfer. And then in my mind, I just made it like I paid $8 for a sample smorgasbord of all these different companies. But in reality, these other three that I mentioned, SupaColor, Stahl's Transfer Express, and Howard Custom Transfers, they were free. So just keep that in mind. Now, the second point that I noticed just ordering these transfer sample packs, and it was fairly simple. You go on the site. I think SupaColor might have been the more intensive because it's more like membership kind of vibe. But either way, it was real simple. All of them just sample pack. You could basically search on their site sample pack and you'll find it under promotional. You'll find it. And again, this may vary based on where you are, but the second criteria I was noticing was which ones got to me the quickest. And I can't lie, SupaColor was here in, it was like a couple of days. It was here. And I know I'm in California, so that's not saying that much, right? Where SupaColor is located in California. So that's where, if you're in California, maybe it could be beneficial if you're looking for specifically a screen printed transfer. I think they have more, maybe they have, I don't know if they have DTF, direct to film, but at least what they sent, I believe, were the screen print transfers here. I'll just pull one out just for the sake. This is one of the headwear samples. Yeah, good vibes. Yeah. So it's looking nice. It looks, yeah, it was really cool. And I thought it was cool that they came first, because again, I was new I'm completely new to heat pressing, so being able to just have samples quickly and ready to try out was a huge plus for me. So they got points just in that sense, right? If I'm looking for screen print transfers, just thinking about them is like, yeah, one of my thoughts. Okay, they came really quick, just a couple days. The next that came was the Stahl's Transfer Express, and yeah, this was maybe like a couple of days after that, so not too bad. It wasn't too bad. This says they're in Ohio, so a little close, maybe, yeah, like a couple states away. And they sent a whole book, whole booklet with all their transfers. You see, I don't want to drop all this stuff. It's kind of coming out of the envelope. But yeah, a whole catalog and like bunch of information to look through and figure out regarding their orders. And just a lot of different transfers. A lot of different pieces you could look in the book and figure out what's what, because they show a correlation between the transfer and the picture in different settings, instructions regarding how to press it. And with SupaColor, they sent a little, like a packet, boom, but it was a lot of QR action. So you would just scan it. They have you just scan things. Even for the transfers, for instructions, boom. It's just real simple. Their packaging is simple, and they had the QR code. So not bad. So those two came first. Then Howard Custom Transfers came first. I mean, not first. They came third, actually. And similar, they came with a book. I like it's just simple. I like the simplicity of Howard Custom Transfers here. They're in Chicago. So they came a little later. But then I see, yeah, just there. It's like creative. Their transfers. Got a whole grip. Yeah. Boom. So yeah, some nice transfers here. Booklet to guide you. Howard Custom Transfers product guide. So they send you that. Then, and disclaimer, I ordered from TKO a little, I think maybe a day. It was either, yeah, I think I ordered TKO a day later just because I was hesitant about paying. But then I thought about what I mentioned earlier, and I said, okay, I'm gonna just invest in this in the beginning, so then I know I have their product, I can test it, and then from the future I could not get it or have this on the back burner. But I still noticed that this package came like way later. Like I got it, did I get it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday was the 27th or so. Yeah, I think it was the 27th, and this is stamped on the 15th. So you see, so like 12 days or so to get the sample pack. So I don't know how it would be. And they're on the other side. Again, they're in Florida. So if you're closer to them, maybe that will be different. But I'm just speaking of my experience with them and getting the sample pack. But what I dig is that they have the digital Yeah, they have the full color. Boom, they sent that full color over, and then let's see if they have the active extreme color stretch. So just, yeah, extreme color stretch, the extreme full color, and then just like the rest of their lines, the premium plus. So that's that, and then their information as well. So this came in fourth, just regarding shipping their sample pack and getting to me in California, right? So it's none of this is a diss to anyone. It's just, if you were in California, maybe it would be similar, where maybe SupaColor would be faster because they're right there in California. And yeah, if you're looking for a screen printed transfer. So that was how I ordered them, at least to start. And yeah, SupaColor came first. Stahl's Transfer Express came second. Howard Custom Transfers came third. And then TKO came fourth. And you know what? I looked in my email. It's the 28th. And Top Transfer said that they just shipped it. So they just shipped the sample pack, and I still don't have it. So that's, for me, it's not necessarily ruling them out, but it's just impression. It's just impression. I ordered it, as you see, I mentioned that the TKO package said the 15th. That's 12 days already. And yeah, we could say minus the weekend, right? But just, yeah, it's like already a week plus. And it's just shipping. It's not even like it's shipped already. It's just, they just shipped it. So that's what I have to say about that as far as ordering the sample packs and my thoughts around that. And again, these are just the screen printed transfers. So if that's something you're looking into, I know Big Brandoh mentioned that he has his own pack that he created, and he was saying like, yeah, you could order from him or you could order from the different companies. I chose to go through each company and get my own take on the different transfers. So that was what I chose to do, and why I ended up picking these different companies, and also finding one along the way, the Howard Custom Transfers, just from the Google search and see that they would also ship it for free. So I figured, why not? Alright, well, I hope this video was helpful for you in your process. I know it's stretched out a little longer, but if you're vibing with what I'm sharing, then do click like. Also, if you have any thoughts or comments, anything on your mind, please drop a comment below. And if you want to continue on this journey with me, click subscribe and we can vibe. Peace out.